Okay, so this video is about the midpoint formula, target 2.2. I'm going to explain the formula really quick, do 2 examples, and that'll be the end of the video. So first, there's 2 types of questions you can have. The first type of question is finding the midpoint, so that's the point in the middle. Alright, the second type of question you can have is where you have a line. You know the midpoint, and you know one endpoint. So that would be an endpoint. And you have to find the other missing endpoint. Alright, so really quick, for these 2 types of problems, finding the midpoint is easier because you just use this formula. So with 2 points, plug it into the formula, and then solve. You should have a number and a number. This is the x value, this is the y value of your midpoint. In the other type of question, finding the missing endpoint, it's a little bit different. You plug in the information, and then you need to set this group equal to this group. And then this group equal to this group. And then use Algebra 1 to solve. So now I'll do 2 examples. Alright, the first example is finding the missing midpoint. So I have a graph right here. First, I need to identify the endpoints. So my endpoint here is 4, 1. The x value is 4. The y value is 1. So that is my first endpoint. Alright, my other endpoint, q, is -1, -2. -1 is my x value, -2 is my y value. Now I'm going to use the midpoint formula. x1 plus x2 divided by 2, comma, y1 plus y2 divided by 2. Alright, x1 is this one, x1, y1. And then my other point is going to be x2, y2. And I'm using the 2 because this is my second point. I'm using the 1 because it's my first point. So it doesn't really matter. Just make sure that x and y have the same subscript. Okay? So what is x1? x1 is -1. So I'm going to put -1, right? x1 is -1. Now I need to do x2. x2 is 4. So I'm going to do plus 4. And then we're going to divide by 2. Comma. Now we're going to do y1. y1 is -2. Plus y2 is +1 over 2. Now you just need to simplify the fraction. So -1 plus 4 is the same as 4 minus 1, which is 3 over 2. And then -2 plus 1 is -1 over 2. And this is my missing midpoint. Alright, for the next example, I'm going to be finding the missing endpoint. So make sure you pay attention. So for example, EP means endpoint, and then MP means midpoint. So the first thing I'm going to do is copy the formula, x1 plus y, plus x2 divided by 2, y1 plus y2 divided by 2. Okay, so this is my endpoint, so it's x1 and y1. All right. Now, this formula technically is equal to x3 and y3, right? Because it's the third point. This is my first point, this is my midpoint, but now I need to find the other endpoint, okay? So my midpoint is actually x3 and y3. So now I need to substitute the numbers. So what is x1? x1 is -9. What is x2? I don't know. So copy. All right, now y1 is 4. y2, I don't know. Equals x3 is 2, y3 is -1. All right, now there's 2 more steps. So I do need more space, so I'm going to erase the original formula. So now what you have to do, as I mentioned in the earlier slide with the formulas, I need to set this equal to this. Okay, so I have -9 plus x squared divided, oh my gosh, x2, sorry, over 2 equals 2. And then the other part is the y value equal to the y value. And I will write that one over here. 4 plus y subscript 2 over 2 equals -1. Again, I need more space, so I'm going to erase the bottom. Okay, now I'm going to use Algebra 1 to solve the equation. When you have a fraction, you need to multiply each side to eliminate the fraction, right? Fraction is division. The opposite is multiplication. So I'm going to eliminate the bottom of the fraction, the denominator, and eliminate the 2. So goodbye, 2. All right, now 2 times 2 is 4. And then copy below 9 plus x2. All right, the goal is I want x alone. Is x alone? No. So I need to move the -9. When it crosses the line, change the sign. So it's -9, now it's +9. Copy x2. Yay, x2 is alone. And then 4, copy below. Right, this side is for numbers. This side is for terms or groups with x. All right, 4 plus 9 is 13. So that is my x2 value. Okay. Now I have to solve for the y value. Draw the line. Eliminate the fraction. All right, -1 times 2 is -2. And then copy this below. Is y alone? No. So this side is for groups with y. This side is for numbers. All right, so y2 equals, remember, this is +4. When it crosses the line, change the sign. -4 minus 2. One more step, simplify. -4 and -2, I have -6. So that's my y2 value. So, what is the missing endpoint? The missing endpoint is 13, comma, -6. 13 and -6. And that is it for the video.